M&V component to it. And a lot of times what they'll do is they'll try and calibrate a model to match the energy consumption that they're seeing from the utility bills. And then later on they can use that as a tool for tuning the performance of the building as they move on. The objectives that are used, part of the objectives is setting the baselines or determining what the baseline is. Most commonly, ASHRAE standard 90.1, either 2004, 2007, or eventually 2010, provides various methods for, it's an energy performance standard, and there are various methods you can use to meet that standard. One of which is there's a prescriptive approach, which just says, if I have the insulation that it says, and my glass is as good as it says, and the efficiency of my equipment is as good as it says, then I pass. If I don't want to do all that stuff, if I don't really want to put as much roof insulation in, I can use the energy cost budget method, where instead of putting in that much insulation, I might put in better windows, and then there's a procedure where you can trade those two off and get overall performance. That's often used for the code compliance kind of a path. You use the energy cost budget method, and instead of using the prescriptive approach as your target, you use something better than that, which in the City of Boulder's case might be 30% better. And then finally, what we normally are using is the performance rating method, which is basically it specifies a simulation approach, and it specifies what you have to include in your baseline building that you're going to use as a comparison to your actual building, your proposed design. And that includes what kind of HVAC system, how much insulation, what are your fan efficiencies. It specifies a lot of stuff. It does not specify everything.